I'm going to give you what I feel is the greatest upper body exercise, especially in today's world where we're all leaning forwards, computers, driving, sitting down, and you'll notice teenagers are using their phones a lot, even younger than teenagers. So when they can develop this rounded shoulder problem, or they call it tech neck, where people look up like this. We want to bulletproof our children's posture and ourselves. So this is called a face pull. Now what I like to do is use a band that's pretty light. It doesn't have to be heavy. We're not looking for major resistance. We're just looking to switch the muscles on. I also like to go to a split stance. So I have one leg forwards, one leg slightly back. Major reason is because it gives me better stability in the legs. Also, most of our day is spent with one leg forwards, one leg backwards. So we're used to it. We can switch halfway through or do one set and then next set we'll do the leg forwards. We're going to grab the band, and I'm grabbing the handles just over with the thumbs pointing back, and we're literally just going to pull the thumbs back. Now the motion is, imagine you're just pointing behind you with your thumb. So if I wanted to say what was behind me, I'm just doing this without looking. Also notice when I pull back, I'm not leaning back this way. My hips are pulled under. So imagine like I've got handlebars, I'm just going to hold them in place. My hips stay in line, my spine stays in line, and then pull back. I'm bringing the elbows up to the height of my shoulder. So you'll notice here, the elbow stays at the height it comes. I yield down into the band, so the band pulls me in, but I don't round my back. And when I pull back, I pull the elbow in line with the shoulder and the thumb pointed back. So the hand will be pretty much at head height. What this is doing, guys, is I'm working the muscles that pull the scapula back onto the back, whereas for most of our day we're rounding them. So we're trying to pull the scapula back. If you want good shoulder health, we need good scapular health. That means nice mobility and stability in the scapula. I'm squeezing on. The next focus I'm looking at here is I'm trying to imagine, and I'm rotating here, so I'm pulling the scapula underneath. So it's not just pulling back, I'm pulling it back and round, and that'll flatten the scapula here. So I'm pulling under as I pull back. I'm focusing on pulling under. Also, when I do this, if I face you guys, my shoulders stay low. They don't shrug up, so I'm not shrugging up. I want to hit the trapezius at the top, but I don't want to hit them by shrugging. I want to hit them by pulling back. So you can see, so if I had the bands this way, I would turn the thumbs and I'd be pulling, externally rotating the shoulders, nice and low with the shoulders here, pulling through, rotate, pull through. What it's going to do is it's going to increase that shoulder strength and keep us in line without having to do this and then getting a bad back in this motion. So again, simple position, stable at the first, hips in line, body in line, chin facing forward, thumbs pull back and down. Now you want to do about 12 to 15 reps, because what you're also doing, you're not just building strength, you're building the skill in the muscle. And if you don't do enough repetitions of it, you won't build the skill. If you do too many reps, it means the resistance isn't high enough, as you won't build the strength. So you want 12 to 15 reps. Eyes stay forwards, pulling back. If you're having to do this, it's too heavy. If you're doing this and you can't pull back, so you get to this position, you can't pull back, it's too heavy. Maybe start without resistance and just squeeze to start with, because you might find that some people don't have the mobility to be able to get the arms back. They might not have the flexibility in their chest. So we're just going to do it without the resistance to start with and just get in this position. Check with your children, check with yourself. Can you stand tall and get your elbows back without doing this and without moving your head? If you can't, this exercise is definitely for you. Give it a go.